How's the cookie? You wanna know? It's the Oreo Review Show.
Snip, 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 snip. There they are. Hi again, everybody, and welcome to the Oreo Review Show. Sorry it's been a while since I uploaded a new video, but I've been real busy in my chrysalis. I've been cooking up a lot of new content for you guys, starting with today's video. A few months back, I went to the It's Sugar store at the American Dream Mall and finally got around to putting out a video on that. It's separate, it's not included in this, but during my visit there, I also picked up a handful of random goodies, some Oreo-related edible products, in addition to, of course, completing the drip. These are caramel creams with Oreo, put out by the company Goetze, and I have these in two different form factors, but I'm pretty sure they're the same thing. Now, as I said, it has been a few months. I'm a little concerned that maybe the consistency of these things isn't going to be what they're intended to be fresh, but these are what I'm going to try first, the Goetze's caramel creams with Oreo. If you look close on the wrapper, I don't know if you can see this that well on my shitty camera, but in addition to caramel creams, it also says bullseyes. Like that's a secondary name. That sounds like that would be a generic name for this kind of a candy that kind of looks like a bullseye, sort of, I guess, with the cream in the center. But that's not on the package. It just says caramel creams. Nowhere else does it say bullseye. So that's very confusing to me. As you all know, I don't like to be confused. So points off already. This looks like a little hockey puck or something. It says with Oreo pieces. I'm not sure where those pieces are. I guess they're inside of this thing somewhere. But from the outside, it just looks like a regular caramel cream, which I guess is a chewy caramel thing with cream in the center. I don't know. I never had one of these. I never even heard of this before. But this one's got Oreo in it. I'm nervous to start chewing on this because I feel like, is it going to be chewy? Is it going to be hard? Should I suck on it? I don't know. I guess I'm just going to put this whole thing in my mouth and just kind of feel it out from there and see what happens. Oh, it's soft. I can bite down on it. Teeth are intact. Oh, that's... Ooh. I hope you like the sound of that. Okay, I'm still chewing it. It's not done yet. I thought it would be done, but it is not done. Well, it wasn't hard, so it didn't hurt my teeth in that sense. But I could sort of feel the enamel rapidly wearing off of them as I chewed. I don't think dentists would be a fan of this candy. Maybe this is common knowledge. I don't know if you grew up near a boardwalk or perhaps in a carnival town. Maybe you're very familiar with caramel creams, or if you're from Little House on the Prairie or something, or you frequent the Cracker Barrel gift shop, they probably have this sort of a thing. For me, this is a new experience. There definitely aren't, I mean, maybe it's made with cookie pieces in the sense that they ground those up in here somewhere or use the same kind of a chocolate formula, but it's not like there's a crunchy aspect to it. It's purely chewy all the way through. Essentially what it is a Tootsie Roll. It's kind of like the consistency of maybe a little bit softer than your average Tootsie Roll. I don't even really get a caramel sensation from it. It just feels like a Tootsie Roll kind of a thing with that creamy center in the middle. There is a bit, it happens quick. You'll get to it quick. That creaminess comes. And that's a little bit shocking, feeling the burst of cream in your mouth. But what's weirder is right after that, when the cream quickly dissolves and you're just left with 30 seconds to a minute and a half of chewing on the remainder of this kind of gross, unpleasant, vaguely Oreo flavored chocolate chew experience. Hey, the chocolate chew experience sounds like the name of my next band. These are 140 calories per serving, which is 3 pieces according to this. I don't want to eat more than one. I'm not going to open this one. I'm sorry. I know I'm failing in my duties as an Oreo cookie reviewer, but I don't want to eat. It shows you a picture of an Oreo and says, now with Oreo cookie pieces. I don't know where the pieces are. It really makes it sound like it's going to be like a cookies and cream style pieces, or at least flecks of Oreo cookie in there. It's not. It just tastes like really bad bland chocolate with a creamy center. There's nothing really Oreo-ish about these at all, with the exception of the general look and flavor of it. Now this one over here says it's 220 calories just for the whole package, but there's got to be like 8 of them in here. How many are those big? I think these are thinner. I think these ones look to me like they're significantly thinner, this package. These are a little bit thicker in here. So maybe that's the only real difference, but I'm not going to test it out because I didn't like it. Just going to go ahead and give it a final score. I think it's gross. I think it's weird. You might like this if you're a child or you live in the 1700s. Otherwise, pass. It's 0 Oreos. Just no good. Just really no good at all. Now, this next thing is another product also from Goetze's, and it may be the same thing. I have a feeling it's the same product, similar consistency, but in a different form factor. But I don't know that for sure. This one I will have to put to the test. This is an Oreo Cowtales. Now, again, I don't know if Cowtales is a thing that people know about. Chewy caramel made with Oreo cookie pieces and a cream center. It's going to be the same thing, but it's shaped like a fucking dog toy. Tails is spelled A-L-E-S because the idea is it's shaped like a cow tail, but that's not a pun. It's not a valid pun. Because you're not telling a story with this. There is no tale being told. It's a tale. Fucking ridiculous. I'm gonna peel this like a banana. Ooh, the paper slides off. There's maybe some residue on there. I don't know if that's part of the experience or if that's not supposed to be there, but this is it. It's a chewy chocolate stick with a creamy center as advertised. It's like a Slim Jim, but I guess I will snap into it as such. Oh. I don't like the way the cream comes out. It's the same thing. It's just in a stick shape. Maybe the way the cream shoots out is a little bit different, but it's the same. These are all the same thing. I don't know why these ones are called Cowtales. This is not called like a Cowtales, a chew or something. They could call it a cow hoof, a hoof. The shape of it may be more or less to your liking. Your mileage may vary, but at this point, I'm angrier for having eaten more of this without wanting to. I feel like I've been fooled a little bit. So I got to give this one a final rating. By the way, people may not know this. Maybe this is your first time watching. I've been in my chrysalis for so long, I'm a little rusty. I should have told you. The scale goes from 0 Oreos, which is the worst, to a full Oreo, which is the best. I don't know where my head's at that I didn't. Honestly, I'm a fucking idiot for not saying that at the beginning. Be less of a dumb fucking piece of shit. But anyway, the Cowtales gets a final score from me on the aforementioned scale of it's -1 Oreo. Again, they're basically the same, but I just, fuck you. Why did I buy all of these? I thought it would be good content. They've been sitting in my cupboard for months, and I'm now just pissed off that I have these because they suck. They're not good. Fuck you, Cowtales. Fuck you, Goetze manufacturing. It's really bad. I'd like to try to end this video on a high note if I could. And maybe I'll have the opportunity to do that. I got one final product, and since these 3 are kind of a group, I guess technically this qualifies as a bonus bite.
Bonus bite.
How's the cookie? You wanna know? It's the Oreo review
Oh. What we're looking at here is a Cadbury Dairy Milk Oreo bar. Specified that it is dairy milk. I guess some people nowadays might be looking for an oat milk bar or a soy milk bar. I guess you gotta specify that your milk is now of the dairy variety. I mean, what's the world coming to? In my day, milk was milk. Legalize it! Now, I love this. I love this peel system here. This part peels in two like a sticker, and then you can reseal it. I love that peeling motion. That's some good, you know what, that's good ingenuity, and that's consistent with the Oreo brand because, of course, the basic Oreos have the resealable. I'm a big fan of sealing and resealing. I don't know if you can really tell just by looking at it, but it's a little melty. My fingies are getting a little chalky-walky on them. That's okay. We're going to just live with it and do the best that we can. But you can see, I think this is going to be a fairly standard kind of cookies and cream chocolate bar. That's what I'm expecting. But I'll bite it and see what it do. There's a shot of the inside for you. And it does, yeah, look like a kind of a cookies and cream bar. But on the outside, it's got that Cadbury milk chocolate or dairy milk chocolate, I should specify. I just did that. And I missed. It didn't go in my mouth, that little piece. But that's okay. It's not the official first bite anyway. That's going to happen here. Yum. Yep. 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 Mm-hmm. Yep. 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 Yeah. Yeah. If you've eaten a chocolate bar before, it's like one of those. Pretty much, this is a Hershey's cookies and cream style bar. As I said, with the dairy milk chocolate coating it. And it's really hard to go wrong with that formula. This is nothing overly ambitious. They're not reaching for the moon here. They're not trying to reinvent the candy bar. It's just plain and simple Cadbury chocolate with the cookies and cream Oreo pieces inside. And it works. What more do you need? It's pure, it's basic, it does what you want it to do. I'm pretty happy with it. Only cons here. Little melty. I kind of wish I'd kept mine in the fridge maybe just to reduce the melt factor. But that's just the nature of chocolate. I can't hold it against it. I am going to hold that against it. And it's very sweet. It's milk chocolate. It's very rich, very sweet. Some people might not be into that. For those reasons, in terms of the final score for this thing, I really can't go higher than a half a cookie with cream. But that is nothing to be ashamed of. That's a very respectable score. I mean, does it deserve it? No. Half a cookie without cream. I think I got to take off the cream because it really is. You can get this elsewhere. You can get it somewhere else. It's nothing. I mean, it's, you know what? Half a cookie with half the cream. Half a cookie with half the cream on it. That's the final score. That's what it's keeping. And, it's good. It's good. So there you go. This episode was really just me doing some spring cleaning. I've had these sitting around for a long time, and I figured I'd just throw them into a video together because they're these pieces of shit that no one actually really is interested to hear me talk about at all. And I didn't like eating them, and I didn't like making this video, and I am a little disappointed that you watched it. I guess I just hope that there's something better you have to do with your time, and this is just a little break, and you're going to do something productive. Be a better person than I am. I have a camera, and I'm eating fucking Cowtales. Is it worth it? Do you like this? Fuck you. If you do like it, click the like button. And you can subscribe to the channel. And there's a bell. There is a bell. There is a bell. There is a bell. And that's about it. That's going to do it for this. Let me know in the comments what you think. Have you had a caramel cream? Do you actually really love them? Are you a big Cadbury nut? Do you like your Cadbury with nuts? Let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, see you next time. Oreo!
How's the cookie? You want to know? It's the Oreo Review Show.